Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Star Wars time here on Chizzy Plays. It is our playthrough of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic in a series that we call Go Play a Star War. And we are on the ship at the moment, but we're about to head out to Manaan. Finally, it's been a while since we've been on Manaan. That's right, Bastila said she can't. No, not the Bastila can't come. She's not with us anymore. She stayed behind. She fought the guy who's been following us. God, why did I forget his name? I'm Revan. Malik, there you go. She stayed behind to defend us against Malik, and she's not on the team at the moment. So we got to bring some other people with us. I don't know if we were necessarily going to bring her anyway. I would like to bring HK because I think I remember Manaan as being pretty dialogue heavy, so I think having HK here might be fun to say some stuff. And then I think maybe I also want Jolie. We haven't gotten to use Jolie a whole lot, and he's kind of this morally gray area guy, and I think he might also have some interesting things to say on the more speech-heavy parts of this planet. So let's and also, you know, he's a Jedi, so it's nice to have somebody else who can wield the Force and some lightsabers in case there is some combat that's necessary. So let's take these guys. Let's make sure everybody has what they need before we move on ahead. I think I'm still pretty good. Yeah. Oh, we did get some new stuff. Is there anything good for you? You've got probe and advanced computer tool. Advanced computer tool is just better than the probe, but okay. Flamethrower, but we have an advanced flamethrower, so we might as well throw that on there. And then a shield disruptor, which does not seem to be very good. Do we have anything better than that? Maybe an advanced stun ray, I suppose. Does no damage, but it does 100% stun for 9 whole seconds too. That's pretty good. We'll take that. And we've got a better energy shield, so sure. I don't think we're gonna find any better plating than this. No, we got the same one, but you're about as good as you can get. And I think Zalbar's Bowcaster is still probably the best thing you can get right now, right? 3 to 12. Attack modifier 3. That's not amazing, but 3 to 10. This does have a stun chance, so yeah, that's not terrible actually. That's a heavy weapon. 2 to 9, but gets a guaranteed +1. The droid disruptor is good if we ever fight droids, obviously. And then these are pistols, so maybe we do go with a Mandalorian assault rifle. But we already stun quite a bit with our character. I don't know if we necessarily need this. I think maybe we just want the raw damage that the bowcaster gives us. Let's keep that for now, but know that he probably wants to switch into a better rifle if we can find one. Wild that we haven't found a better rifle than this in the whole game. The game really wants you to dual wield pistols if you're gonna do a ranged thing. That's kind of nuts. Oh, we didn't check this either. Hey, look at that, something better. So +4, we can go to +6. That's not necessary. That's not necessary. Yeah, so let's get +6 awareness. Heck yeah. Oh, we didn't check Jolie. Verpine headband, this is probably not the most useful thing for him, but it does look cool. And he honestly can't wear much anything else, so that's fine. Brezhik's gloves for Dex. He doesn't really need Dex, but he can't wear much of anything else. We could take, we could get Candy out here and take his gloves off and give him to Jolie instead, but I think we're okay. Nerve enhancement package, that's not terrible. Can stop critical hits. Energy shield, I'm not worried about. Did we put him in dueling? Or he was already good at dueling, wasn't he? Not powers, feats, there you go. Oh yeah, he's already a big dueling master. He's kind of like us, except we don't actually fight with with melee weapons. So yeah, that is the best thing we can give him. This is not the best lightsaber we have. We have Jahani's, I think, has the best ones. But again, I'm not too worried. I don't think we are in much of a combat heavy place. And 4 plus 3 is probably the best we can get there. All right.
Yes?
Let's deal with that then. Anything around here? Any boxes? Anybody giving away anything over here? It's a nice looking planet. Nice looking skybox as well. No, they seem to keep it pretty clean around here. No things to loot. Docking bay 26C.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
Interesting. Him calling us Master Jedi. Because we could do Manaan right away, can't we? I keep thinking that we could have done Manaan right away. I'm pretty sure that's the case. But we also posited last time, because I don't know if Bastila ever gets to be with you on this planet. Like, maybe you just get picked up whenever you try to get to this planet. Maybe Manaan's unavailable to you for a while. But I don't think so. I'd have to go back and look at my recordings, but it's weird. I mean, maybe this is just a script that once you've been to... well, she takes us to Dantooine right away, doesn't she? So I guess we are Jedis by the time we leave. I don't know. It's fine. I would like to ask a few questions. I don't really care about your squabbles.
Of course, I'm always willing to help a Jedi. What do you require?
Why are there Sith on Manaan?
Well, for the Kolto, of course. Really, that's the only reason anyone would want to be here. It's the only reason the Selkath built Atto City in the first place. To explore Kolto.
What's Kolto?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's
Why
the
don't you
most
look at me
powerful
when you're talking
healing
to me?
agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
The Republic and Sith both stay here? Why haven't they joined the Republic? Why haven't they joined the Republic? The Republic's so great. Everybody loves the Republic. It's never any problem joining the Republic. You know, they know the score. The Republic and Sith both stay here?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
Have you seen an ancient star map?
Star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Weird that he didn't know about the thing we were looking for. that's been so hidden on all the other places. Tell me about the city.
It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manaan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export colto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here.
Oh God, no, I don't want to ask these questions. I guess I'll ask, why haven't they joined the Republic, just so we can see. It's not going to affect anything, like our morality rating or dark side, light side stuff. So.
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both.
Okay,
well,
he's going to answer something.
And they threaten to. But I think they're underestimated. Is there anything else?
No, I want to get out of here.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
No, I don't got that, but I'll find it. Don't worry about it. Hey, it's a merchant. What do you got, bud? Greetings, human. A word, if I may. It concerns the Dark Lord of the Sith. Oh, you mean me? You mean me, Revan? Yeah, I'm the Dark Lord of the Sith. What are you talking about? Yes, human, I know. That's why I've approached you. Oh, okay. So he does know the score. Who are you? Listen to me and all will be made clear. My name is Zyagrom. I am a businessman. I and my partner deal in rare items of extraordinary value and power. You're with the exchange. Why am I saying that like it's a surprise? No, we're not. We're independent operators, though often our transactions involve those who represent the exchange. Traditionally, we have always done business with the owner of the Ebon Hawk, Davik Kang, most recently. Ahita Athar before him, Fori Haxa before her, but we were reluctant to approach you. Okay. You had no ties to the exchange, which was a problem. Even worse, you were a Jedi, not the sort of person we normally associate with. Yeah, that's all like common knowledge stuff, I guess. But how do you know my true identity? There are reports of the Ebon Hawk traveling to many different planets. We wanted to know what you were up to. At your last port, I placed a small tracking device on your ship. You son of a bitch. The tracking device reported back to us that you had been captured by the Leviathan. Once we had that information, we began digging into our sources within the Sith fleet. Go on. Your escapades on the Leviathan created quite a stir in the Sith fleet. Of course, Malak tried to suppress the truth about your identity. There were more than a few summary executions. But even if security footage is destroyed and witnesses silenced, some bits of information always slip through. Spend enough credits to gather the tiny pieces and the puzzle becomes clear. We know what happened on the Leviathan. At least we know enough. You are Darth Revan, and you are going to kill Malak for daring to claim dominion over the Sith. You're damn right we will. How does this involve you? I thought this said you're not wrong. But yeah, how does this involve you? My partner and I deal in very rare and powerful items, weapons, armor, things you could use in your battles against Malak and the Sith. And you're just gonna give me these items. I don't carry these items with me, of course. They're with my partner, but they're yours if you've got the credits to buy them. We do want to make a profit on this, after all. Just go to the Dreshte Canteen Encore band. There's a roadie in there named Mika Doran. Tell Mika that Zyagrom sent you to look at the premium items. Yeah, okay, I'll check it on the next time I'm in Korriban. Mika already knows to expect you. Like I said, just tell him you want to look at the premium items. Guess my work here is done. Bye, Revan. Once Malak is beaten, don't forget who helped you to victory. It's very funny that some guy's just casually coming up to me and saying, "Oh, what's up, Revan?" Alright, well, I guess I should talk to this merchant, but I probably don't want to buy anything. We want to go get the rare cool items, right? Greetings, human, and welcome to the Otto City Visitors Provisional Stand. We are here to provide visitors with all manner of indigenous treats and products produced right here on Manaan. I thought all you made was colto. We carry all manner of foods and provisions and have contacts with resellers across the world to provide you, the customer, with the best shopping experience possible. How is it that Auto City Provisional Company can help you today? Just let me see the stuff. Of course, the Auto City Visitors Provisional Stand is here at your here to service you, the customer. I like the Cellcats look. They're a fun fish people. They very much feel like the Zora from Star or from Legend of Zelda, obviously. But this is all garbage. I don't want any of this. I was thinking we would do Manaan today, but I want cool items. Leaving Auto City Security Zone cameras deactivated. Does that mean somebody's gonna jump me or anything? Guess not. All right, let's make a quick trip to Korriban. Grab ourselves some cool stuff. And, oh, Jolie, wait a minute. I didn't even know this was a room on the Ebon Hawk.
Got something on your mind, do you?
Why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship. I'd forgot what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted to ride?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, come on. Seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Is this a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Andor Vex.
Andor?
The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Does this story have a point, old man? Yeah, sure, why not?
Does it have to have a point? I thought we were just talking about Andor. Something wrong with your attention span? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How'd you know?
Swirling force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or those could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
And what does that have to do with you coming with me?
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime... Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
All right. Let's talk a little bit about Jolie while we're here. I like Jolie, or at least I like the idea of Jolie in my mind, and the vision of Jolie that I think the game tries to give you, at least on first blush. I like this idea of a Jedi who is pragmatic enough to understand that the Jedi Council and the Jedi Code is fallible, and it's not always going to be the best path forward, and that there are practicalities to some of the things that the Sith do, while the Sith are still, they obviously take it too far in the other direction, and they're cartoonishly evil. But there is, I like this kind of gray Jedi who isn't just a goody two shoes like all the other Jedis are. But then you also get some of that we just had, which is fine, I guess, but it's a little too, I don't know. I want him to be more of a mentor kind of figure, and it seems like he wants to be, or the writers and developers want him to be cranky old man who can make some jokes. And I know that's some Yoda stuff right there, right? Yoda is both of those things. And why can't Jolie be both of those things? But I also think Yoda canonically gets a bunch of shit wrong. Like, he doesn't see the coming of Sidious and Palpatine. Oh God, please don't tell me we have to do another one of these things. So much. Oh, he's too low. God, okay, we got him. Jesus. I would really rather talk about Jolie right now. Oh, they're both in the sun. Beautiful. Let's see. Okay, one left. Got him. In the sun, no less. Wait, what? We saw the explosion. I got him. Ah. Oh, there was an explosion. You just needed more, I guess. All right, he's dead now. Can you leave? Thank you. Yeah, I think Jolie could be a much more interesting character if they chose to write him that way. And I think that he could be a more effective character to make you want to play. You as a player could go, oh, this is an interesting mentor guy for me to play a gray-sided Jedi path. Or even to play a dark side Jedi and have him be more understanding of why you would be that way, and maybe even try to pull you back a little bit to a more center kind of Jedi. Or at least give you the tools to be bad more effectively. And this I think is kind of what they do with Kreia, or try to do with Kreia at the least, in KOTOR 2, is that Kreia is this gray-side Jedi Sith you kind of know, but you don't really know, but you kind of really know. And she gets to do a better job of talking to you out of both sides. That if you are playing a goody two shoes Jedi, she will go, hey, you know, this Jedi shit isn't all that it's cracked up to be. But if you try to play the game in a super Sith way, she will also go, hey, come on, what are you doing? That's crass. Like, you could be so much better than that. Kreia has her own problems.
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking.
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin Coatress?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah. I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
Care to introduce your friend, Jolie?
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manaan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunry would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
I'm not making any promises.
I was expecting that. Still, if we get the chance, I'd be grateful. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him get hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
See, that stuff's all right. I mean, it's still a little old guys, but I like that Jolie has a life outside of my character, and that we get to explore a little bit of that. I also think this is pretty good work on BioWare's part to send you to different places. That, hey, this guy tells you when I got to Manaan, hey, you should go back to Korriban's because I got something for you. And you get here, and this guy goes, hey, you know, now that you're here, because you got a flag that was sent here, like a developer flag, and they enticed you to come here, well, now we want to send you somewhere else. Now, it does suck a little bit that he wants to send me back to the planet I was just on, but I still think that's a good way. It makes this world feel alive, or this galaxy feel alive, and I kind of wish there was a little bit more of that in this game. Like, there doesn't really feel a whole lot of reasons to go back to planets. We've gotten 2 this whole game. Technically 3, I guess, if you count this one that we just had that was sending us back to Manaan. But we've had basically 2, which was one on Tatooine. We got on Korriban here, we got a package to take to Tatooine to the hut there. And then the reason we're here right now is, hey, go back to Korriban, meet my guy. He's got a bunch of money for you. Even though he's joined your group, Jolie remains a somewhat mysterious character. Maybe you should speak to him about why he chose to come with you. I had this conversation. We just had it on the ship, but sure, I'll talk to him again.
Got something on your mind, dude?
You never did actually say why you decided to come with me. Or I could ask, tell me about Sunry. Yeah, let's keep that conversation going up, I guess.
No, I never did I?
You know, I don't have to take you with me.
Of course you do. I know things, remember? You think you could make it around this part of the galaxy without me? But don't answer that. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
Move on to where?
To bed. I'm old and tired, you know.
No, really.
How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
You could do that on your own.
So I could. Well, not having a ship does tend to put a damper on that kind of idea, however. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
Do you know what my destiny is?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
Nah, okay, that's a little bit more interesting. Again, that's a practical, very pragmatic way of viewing it. Like, there's people in your all the time. Everybody's talking to you about how you should be, and I like that he's going, you don't have to be any of those things. But I still wish he offered a way to be more of a mentor, I guess. So you're coming along to not offer your opinions.
I'll remind you that you're the one who started pumping me for information. Like an old man doesn't have anything better to do. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can't be all bad.
Who's Nomi?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
So you're along as some kind of observer.
Nonsense. If I ever refused to help you when you asked, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Okay. We're looking for Mika. I think he said it was the canteen. This is Zerka. He is a Rhodian. Not that one. There we go. Welcome again, Sentient. It's always a pleasure to serve the owner of the Ebon Hawk. It reminds me of old times. Is there something you are needing now? Zygum says you'll sell special items. Yes, to the right buyer. Traditionally, the owner of the Ebon Hawk has been the contact for all my transactions, but in the past, the owner was always affiliated with the exchange. That's why that was why Zygum did not approach you earlier. We had no idea who you were, or if you wanted to do business with, or if we wanted to do business with you. Of course, that's all changed now, Lord Revan. I'm glad you've seen the light. The light? Ha, fine jest. Though it contains a crystal of truth. We have allied with you in this conflict, and we trust you will remember us once victory is yours, Revan. What do you got for sale? Yes, let's get right to business. I carry only the rarest of items. Expensive, yes, but worth every credit. Weapons, armor, equipment, I carry a little of everything. The previous owners of the Ebon Hawk would often resell the items they purchased, but in your case, I imagine you might find more than a few of them quite useful against your old apprentice. Yeah, let me see your stuff. Yes, of course. I'm sure you'll find my selection to be very interesting. Verpine fiber mesh. 8 and 3. That's not terrible. Medium armor. I don't think anybody really needs medium armor in our group. Jurgen Kalta's power suit. 10 defense, no dex bonus. Should be fine. Like, this would be candies. Costs way too much. We're not buying this, but minus 10 cold damage, minus 10 fire damage, minus 10 sonic damage, and it's upgradable. Seems pretty good. Stabilizer mask. Gives saves all +2 and the mind affecting immunity. That's not too bad. Costs a lot. We have one of those. Dominator gauntlets. Hello. +5 strength. That's an incredible amount of strength. Yes, it costs a ridiculous amount, but it's +5 strength. That could take me, a character with no strength, like a negative strength modifier, and turn me into a pretty serviceable fighter. And it could turn anybody else into a god, basically. This is something we probably will want to grab at some point. This is also pretty good. Just straight up dex +2 and then a bunch of saves. That's really good for our character. Something we should probably consider. Con +4 as an implant. Could be all right. Dex +4 as an implant? That's nuts. That's also really good for our character. Regen plus regen 2? Whoa. But those are all the biggest implants, so we need to have those abilities. Oh, we did need a... oh, I forgot what it's called, but we'll probably find it here. Oh, no. Yep, energy projector. There you go. We can definitely buy this. Bunch of Bazak cards we don't care about. Okay, that's it. What can we sell? Because I think getting those gloves is probably the first thing we should do. I'll tell you one thing. We've never once used these security spike tunnelers. I think we can sell all those. That doesn't give us a whole lot. Those spikes also I don't really care about, but we'll keep those for now. We have all our characters. I don't think we need any more night robes. Let's get rid of the brown one and the blue one. Let's keep the orange one for now. We definitely don't need this combat suit. We've got 3 of these. I don't think we need any of them. Battle armor, we don't need any of those. Durasteel heavy, it's not very good either. We'll keep Davik's warsuit for now. I just like that. This stun baton's worthless now. That's worthless. Got a bunch of lightsabers that I don't really want to sell, but we don't need all these double blades. Let's sell 2 of the double blades. And let's sell this green one. We don't really need any of these short lightsabers either. Let's sell the blue one. These crystals are worth something. I'd have to know exactly what they do before I want to sell them. And I don't remember off the top of my head. We don't need any of these. Did we upgrade this one? Okay, well, we can sell one of these, at least. The Ripper. I think maybe we keep the Ripper. No, I don't think we need this. Sith assault guns. I don't think you can upgrade these, so we'll sell 2 of them. Disruptor rifle. No, we don't need this. We don't need that. We'll keep that assault rifle. We don't need all these grenades. Let's go down to 10. We hardly use any of these anyway. Let's go down to 10 of these. Just trying not to be flat broke once we get there. Once we buy those couple things. Iron grenades are actually more useful. Right? DC for half damage. Let's keep 20 of those then. We shouldn't need 2 of these. That looked terrible, and I don't think it's actually very good. Let's sell that. Neuroband's pretty garbage, but I guess we can hold on to that. Most of these aren't worth anything anyway. I don't think we actually need this. It is kind of nice for my character if we ever did go into melee combat, because it saves us a bunch of feats that we don't need to get anymore. All of this is kind of garbage, but I don't really know how to. I just don't use the shields too often. We can sell all of these implants, or not implants, these adrenal things. I never use these. They're not worth much, but not even the strength ones. I just don't think we need them. Let's keep those, I suppose. And then I almost never use mines. We might as well sell basically all of these. Especially the minor ones. We can sell most of this plating. All right, I think that's all I particularly would like to sell. And so that gives us plenty to buy the... Oh god, he's got all the stuff that we sold him. Okay, that gives us enough to get the gloves at the very least. And we definitely want the gloves. But then that means we don't have enough to buy the Dex implant. We can't even use that yet. The regen implant's really good too. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. And I think for now, we can give you a bunch of strength that you don't really need. But whenever we do have a strength character back in the party, they will love those gauntlets. I'm also walking around with Chili. Get out of there. Yeah, okay, back real quick to wrap up the Jolie feelings. I think he's kind of just a missed opportunity. And I know that Krea's not perfect in KOTOR 2, but I think I like Krea more than Jolie. And even though I think they operate in somewhat similar spaces, they do it very differently. I think they would also be fascinating characters to see bounce off each other and see what they would say to each other. Oh, who's not with me? Jolie!
Yes?
Oh, you're way back there, bud. Come on. Yeah. I just find Kreia to be a more interesting character, and I know some fans don't like Kreia because it feels like, oh, there's no way to win. Even when I do the thing I think Kreia likes, she tells me that it's wrong or that I'm stupid. And I understand not feeling like you can pick the right answer, but I think that's also kind of Kreia's point, is that you can't just... She almost chides you for playing a video game, right? That you as a player can go look up the exact ways of doing things, and you can do, quote unquote, everything right, and she'll still yell at you for it. And I think that's interesting. That she's saying, you know, that you can't live your life that way. You can't. Please don't you dare shoot me. Gotta be kidding me. But yeah, I like that she kind of plays with your expectations, and I think KOTOR 2 is a game that just generally tries to play with your expectations, and I really appreciate that as an idea, even if it's not always perfect. Okay. Hate that. Alright, let's get back to Manaan. We've spent so much time doing... not progressing the story basically at all. Yuck. But we did get some sweet gloves. The sweetest of gloves. Okay. I do want to check one last thing. I want to check... So I get Dex plus 1. That thing was Dex plus 4, if we bought that. And then there were also gloves that gave Dex, I'm pretty sure. These gloves give Dex as well, which are quite good. But I think there was... Oh, there was a belt that gave Dex, that's right. That'd be pretty good. I don't know how much I care about Reflex. Because that gave Dex plus 2, and then it gave all your saves plus 2. So it's basically doing what that belt did, but slightly better. All right, same guys. Now we definitely want Jolie, because apparently his friend's here. And I still think HK can say some fun things.
What?
That door was closed. Can we get through there? Oh, we have to go that way, right? Yeah, okay, this door's not openable. Nobody down here? Nope. Can't do anything with the computer? Nope. None of those boxes are openable. It's a real bummer that guy didn't have a sweet rifle to give HK. Nubasa. Greetings. Forgive me if this seems an odd question, Offworlder, but might you have any exotic species for sale? Nothing dangerous, mind you. Uh-oh. Well, I killed them all. You mean my Gizka? They're all gone, buddy. Why would you want to buy animals? Ah, good question. Selkath have little exposure to life from other planets, you see, but our government hopes to change that. We are setting up a zoological compound for visitation by the public and are hoping to stock it with non-offensive foreign creatures of all types. The only problem right now is actually procuring the exotic species we need. Selkath import restrictions are quite prohibitive, to say the least. So you want me to smuggle them in? I would not use such a harsh word, Offworlder. Let us say that I am interested in engaging in private trade. That is allowed according to our laws. Finding Offworlders that deal in such trade is most difficult, however. I've become quite desperate. Might you have what I seek? No, I don't have anything for you. Well, if you do come across something potentially interesting, please remember me. My name is Nubasa. I hope to see you again. Alright, so he would have been a way to offload all of our Gizka. But we got very annoyed by them and got rid of them. Another docking bay. Okay. Oh, but no. Oh my god. That sucks. They play this every time and you can't skip it. Okay, well they only play it the twice. So that's good. Sith soldier. Sith soldier. You guys have anything to say?
I don't have time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of Colto ready to load before my shift is over.
Okay. Anything down here? I'm remembering why I don't like Manaan.
No problem. Didn't work.
Okay. So we gotta get permission from the Sith before we can go there. Alright, let's go into the city. What do we have here? The visitors area. More droids. Here's a guy. What's up, Jolin Affet? Yeah, what do you want? Who are you? My name is Jolin, just a traveling Pazak player with no special story to tell. Are you interested in the game? You haven't played Pazak for a while. Sure, let's play Pazak. Let's talk more Pazak. Yeah, we'll do 200. Oh, I should actually save before this, right? Yeah. Oh, did I forfeit? I might have forfeited there. That's fine. Let's save the game. Play a couple rounds of Pazak. Get our... Make a little bit of money, maybe. Yeah, I think our deck's fine. I'm pretty happy with this, I suppose. We can just get to 20. Let's see if he busts. He's right at 20. Ugh, this sucks. I'm just gonna let myself lose on this one. He did have to play a card, so that's something. Come on, man. All right, well, let's play... I really don't want to. I don't really want to play my 6 right away. We got the same thing we did last time. All right, let's flip this to a -6. No, let's just end it again. Natural Pazak, what are you talking about? Cards are just completely thrown in his favor. 15, that doesn't help us. 19, there you go. Okay. 13. We can go up to 19 and call it. No, let's try another card. 16. Nope. He held. Okay, we can win this one. So we'll... Oh god, I hit the wrong button. I hit end turn and not play hand card. Yeah. We didn't lose. We didn't lose. That's garbage. I haven't played Bazak for a while. It's about as same side deck as we had before. Goes up to 19. We're flat 19. What if we just went to flat 20? Boom. Pure Pazak. He got it too. That sucks. Come on. No. Oh, okay. Flip, play. I don't like being down on cards, but we're alive. 23, we can flip, play, stand. Okay. Okay. Oh. Let's stand. Come on now. We played that well. I guess we would have lost our last card at that point, so it's probably better that we took a loss instead of losing the card. Screw you, man. Screw you. Pure Pazak, twice in a row. Well, there we go. We got one, I suppose. We're not out of it. We're just not doing great. Oh, we got to 20. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Now we got Pure Pazak twice in a row. Ugh. 16. That sucks. We're so dead. Yeah, we're so dead. Ah! No, we can't play here. Yeah, whatever. Load that game up. Also, I'm pretty sure even though it said, hey, you're going to forfeit here, it didn't take the money out of our account because we only lost that first game, right? All right, that's a better mix of cards. I'm going to stand. That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that. Okay, he was happy with a tie. We gotta get pretty lucky with some cards. No, I just gotta bite the bullet on that one. That really sucks. Okay. He had to spend the card too. I guess that's not the worst. Okay, he's... Ooh. He's so close to bust. Yeah, let's play the 5, get to 20. Okay. We've only got one card though. I don't like that. Oh, and we're at 17. I don't like that either. So we can only take a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. Or we could stand right now and make it really easy for him to beat us. Or we can play 1 and get to 18 and stand. I'm gonna end the turn. Jesus. This is rough, man. All right, one more game. I was hoping to just win a little bit of cash, get us back on the positive side, but that does not seem to be happening. And I don't think it's our deck, and I don't even really think it's our decision making. I think it is just the luck of the game. We have 4 +1s. We could take out a +1, I suppose, but yeah, let's take out a +1 and add a +3. Yeah. Oh, we're out of +3s. We do have another +5. We have another +6. Let's put another +6 in there, I guess. ±6. Okay, I think that's a pretty decent spread. 14, okay. Okay, we'll take a win. I don't mind spending a card if it means we take a win. Don't like that, though. This is all kinds of bad. This is all kinds of bad. We've just been spending all of our cards. Oh my god. What terrible cards we've gotten. So now we have to go down to 18, but then also we have to flip a 1 or a 2. And we don't, of course, because I guess we could have just eaten that one, but yeah, we should have just eaten that one. I thought it was the last one. That's fine. Doesn't matter anyway. We'll just go pure Pazak, right? No problems. We'll stand. Yeah, we'll take him losing a card on that. This is pretty good so far. Up to 15. Oh, we're only at 7. Look at that. Look at that! Maybe our worst game and then we just came back and got it all? No, I'm taking my money and I'm leaving. Took forever to get 200 whole credits off you, bud. We are not doing that anymore. Let's get the hell out of here.
Obey
Security
the laws
droid.
here on Manaan, human.
Sure.
No problem. Didn't work.
Oh. So I was like, wait, if this door's locked, where the hell are we supposed to go? There is a port official here. Welcome to Manaan. While you're here, I trust you will follow all rules governing the activities of offworlders. What are the rules exactly? Pathetic laws of pathetic fish don't concern me. What are the rules exactly? Single most important, the law on Manaan is very simple. Kolto smuggling is punishable by death. If you are carrying any unprocessed Kolto, you better have a permit. The other rule is also very simple. Keep the peace. Here on Manaan, we maintain a careful neutrality. We react very harshly to people who jeopardize our neutral status. Any confrontations between the Sith and Republic are dealt with swiftly and decisively. Is this understood? That's it? Only 2 laws? Don't be foolish, human. Of course we have laws against murder, theft, and other crimes, but these laws are hardly different from those of any other planet. I don't know about that. Manaan's neutrality is closely linked to our Kolto production. That is why I made a special mention of the laws regarding smuggling and keeping the peace. How can you be neutral when the Sith are trying to conquer everything? What a baby answer. This is this thing only a baby would say, and I'm only going to say it so you can see that they're going to say, what do you mean? Isn't the Republic doing the exact same thing? The Sith respect the independence of Manaan as much as the Republic does. As long as we continue to control the production of a resource as valuable as Kolto, we have no need to fear any conquering fleet. That's not exactly the clapback I was hoping that he would say, but I guess it makes sense. Should Manaan ever come under attack, we would destroy the supply of Kolto and vanish beneath the oceans of our world. Even the Sith are not willing to risk the loss of a commodity as valuable as Kolto. That seems awfully short-sighted. Your opinion is biased by your own alliances, human. Only we, the Selkath, or only we Selkath can best protect the interests of Manaan and Ahto City. There is a docking fee of 100 credits. You will have to pay this fee each time you dock on Manaan, or you will not be permitted into Ahto City. No, I don't need to do that. Yeah, I see. Yes, you do not need to pay.
Jedi Council wouldn't approve, but they always were a little stodgy about using the Force on people. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
You're damn right. The gates of Ahto City are open to you now. You may come and go as you please as long as you do not leave the planet. If you do, you will have to pay the docking fee once more. Okay. Well, we didn't pay it at all, and we never will. Okay. This seems like it's probably a halfway decent place to make a save. I know it's not the most exciting episode today. We didn't really do a ton other than go back and forth between a couple planets and lose a lot of games of Pazak. Did I actually save there, or did I almost save? I think I did a real save. Yeah, I did a real save. But next time we will get into the real bits of Manaan and see what's up. We got to find Jolie's friend. I forgot what his name was, but I'm sure we'll find it. And Sunry, I think. So we'll find him. We'll talk to more fish people, I'm sure, and maybe Jolie will get to bust out the super strength gauntlets that we gave him. Who knows? Until then, if you want to check out some of the other things that I do, I've got my podcasts, Pilot Program, which is a podcast about television shows that I do with my very good friend Pierce Corshane, and you can check that out. Twitch, not Twitch, that's the other one. Just go to the description. It's in the description. Go find it there. Listen to Pilot Program. It's a fun show. And then I've got another one that I do with video games with my good friend Bobby Pease. That's The Casual Hour. You can go to twitch.tv/thecasualhour and watch our podcast live, watch the video games we play live on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/thecasualhour. So that link's in the description too. Go check that out. And we'll be back next time with some more fish people and some more KOTOR. See ya.